response though from the lenders? Are they approving with more conditions, with less funding, with higher interest rates? What's the response from the lenders once they say, okay, you've submitted sufficient documentation?
Yeah, it's still business as usual. I mean, what I'm finding is that if you are able to supply the information that they need, they're still more than willing to provide the mortgage. So what I'm noticing is just that the education on our part as to what lender expectations are on documentation is a bit of a gap now as we sort of feel our way through these new rules. Like for instance, online notice of assessments, CRA are going paperless, and quite often we have online notice of assessments. Well, for many lenders, that is a policy exception. They will not accept online CRA notices. Some will, some won't. And for those that don't, that's something that can hinder funding. So it never used to be a problem before B20, but now that is a policy exception, and they have to account to it. And they're saying, well, no, sorry, get them to contact CRA and you know, rush to get this to us. We absolutely need it. It's not a requirement. So those are some of the instances where we're seeing gaps and needing to educate our borrowers and educate ourselves on what exact adherence to policy under these new rules means.
Yeah, and just to add to that, I don't think there's a consistency at this point in time. You know, I think it is, you know, we are only sort of 6 days into some of the new rule changes on that side. And I think what's happened is the lenders themselves are still not clear on what is acceptable and not acceptable. And it really is a deal per deal basis. What we're finding out is what, you know, they're going to accept or not going to accept for paperwork. I would say, yeah, absolutely, majority of the lenders, and especially the chartered banks and some of our monoline partners, are without a doubt, you know, more challenged on that part because they got to get it back and funded from the chartered banks. Are more challenged on the paperwork side right now.
Okay,